Hello everyone, I am Ayush Gupta. Currently, I am a Design and Verification Trainee at Pine Training Academy. So today, I'll be addressing a very common question. Many students come to me and come with this question to me that I am from a tier 3, tier 2 college, and can I land a job in VLSI industry, or how can I get into the VLSI industry as I am from a tier 3 or tier 2 college? So the answer is yes. Anyone from a tier 3 tier 2 college can get into the VLSI industry, as I am also a B.tech student from a tier 3 college. So yes, as per the current scenario, anyone can land up a job in VLSI industry, because the scenario is changing and it has changed, right? Our government is supporting startups in the field of VLSI. Okay, they are already approved. They have already approved some big projects related to this industry. So this is the high time when you guys can prepare for this industry, as there are n number of growth opportunities available in this field, right? The scenario has drastically changed. Earlier it was like the VLSI companies were going for the students from IITs and NITs, but uh, as per the current scenario, like they are looking for like B.tech graduates they have knowledge of this field, and like they are not sophisticated to the students from IITs and NITs anymore. Cadence, Beat Cadence, Mentor Graphics, Synopsys, they all are looking for B.tech graduates from any of the colleges. And yes, I have seen people from tier 3, tier 2 colleges. I have met them who have landed up a job in Cadence and Synopsys as a fresher. Okay, so let's get straight to the problem what students are facing. So these are some problems that I have jotted down, and I have experienced them myself. And number one is rat race. Like from the day one till the end of your B.tech, you will barely find anyone interested in electronics. Okay, there's a rat race all around, that how to get land a job in IT industry. And due to all this scenario, like there is absolutely no culture for core electronics, no professor, no senior. You will find barely anyone to guide you. Okay, and obviously there's a lack of motivation in those students who aspire to be a VLSI engineer, or who want to work in electronic sector. Okay, and lack of motivation is very obvious, as the work you will be doing or you will be learning, no one will be doing that. Okay, so you will have no one to clear your doubts, and you will have no one throughout your journey basically. And I have experienced it myself, and this is one tip that I'll be giving you, that you have to accept the fact that you are all alone in this journey. Okay, so connect to the people who are already working in this same field, okay, through LinkedIn. And I did the same thing, and most of the people replied within no time, okay, or in a day or two, because uh, once they were also on the like on the same page, right? They also experience the same thing like that most people do. So you have to overcome uh, these problems all by yourself. No one will do it for you, right? So next and the most important thing is like the skills that you need to have to land up a job in this industry. Okay, so I have identified like 9 basic skills, okay, that are very like necessary to land up a job. Okay, the number one is aptitude. You have to really good in aptitude section, because most of the companies have their first round as the aptitude round, and no matter how knowledgeable you are in the other subjects, but if you are not good in aptitude, then I can assure you that you are not going to the second round. Okay, so the second thing, so the second thing you must be good at is network theory. Okay, they, like most of the companies ask basics of network theory, like solving some RC circuits, or solving some circuits using mesh theory and nodal analysis. Okay, so this kind of approach you have to build from your second year itself. Okay, and you have to be good at it. And the third is electronic devices and circuits. Okay, that includes like your basic transistors and diodes, MOS, both NMOS and PMOS. You have to be like very thorough through the concepts. Okay, and you have to be good at it also, like the basic things. Okay, like how the breakdown occurs in diodes and all such things. And the fourth one is optional, but it's a plus to have: basics of microprocessor and microcontrollers. Okay, this subject will give you a very basic idea how a processor works, how the program counter works, and how the memory is accessed, and how the read and write operations work. And when you advance to the microcontroller section, you will have a brief idea about like how interfacing is done with the microprocessor and microcontrollers, how the like commands work. Okay, the fifth thing is a must. Okay, mark it down, it's a must. uh, you have to be really good in digital electronics also. Like whatever you read, you must go in depth. And I'll be sharing some resources in my next video. Okay, so that you can learn these skills. So digital electronics is a must. It has to be on your tips. Okay, basic circuits, it has to be on your tips. And the most important part is FSM, finite state machines, both Mealy and Murray. Like you have to be good in that things. Okay, because the same concepts will be used in Verilog, and Verilog is all about modeling digital circuits, right? So you have to be good at digital electronics. And the next thing is Verilog. um, it will be new for all of you, as during your first year you will be introduced to C programming language, and Verilog is very similar to C and C++. Okay, the Verilog was designed um, using the concepts of C and C++, and it helps to model digital circuits by writing a piece of code. So Verilog is like very popular programming language, or you can say it's not a programming language, basically it's a hardware description language. um, like you write a piece of Verilog code, and the tool on which you write automatically converts the Verilog code to the hardware schematic. Okay, so it is that important. Like every company asks Verilog if you are going in the field of front end VLSI design, right? So in my next video, I'll be sharing the resources and the books that you can refer to learn all these skills. Okay, seventh number of skill is C and C++. You have to be good in these two, and you have to uh, like go in the very depth of C and C++ both. And you have to be really good at how the memory is managed at compiler level. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to be good at data structures and algorithms, but the basic concepts must be very clear. Okay, because many companies are now working in system C, and that is a subset of C and C++. Okay, and the eighth thing is scripting. uh, it is a plus and it is a must. Okay, scripting will land you a good job, definitely, because there are not many people who are good at scripting, and if you are good at scripting, you have an edge over them, right? Scripting, by scripting, uh, I want to include like a whole Unix and Bash scripting. Okay, and ninth is EDA tools. It's good to have knowledge of some basic EDA tools like Xilinx, Vivado, or IC at least. They are paid tools, but like it's good to learn them, how to use them basically. Okay, you will find one or the other EDA tools in your lab, college labs, and you can practice it there, or there's a site called EDA Playground. You can practice like Verilog there. So that's all. um, so the next thing is what you guys have to do side by side while learning the skills that I just mentioned. Okay, so like do projects, do small projects, but do them, and be very clear like what you have done, why it was done in that very project. Okay, like for example, you are learning digital electronics, and EDA, some EDA tool like Vivado or ISE at the same time. So try to model the circuits that you have learned in digital electronics. Try to make hardware schematics on Vivado or ISE and simulate them, and like analyze the simulation wave uh, comes comes, and like try to understand the basic things, right? um, Model some combinational circuits, model some sequential circuits, and like try to understand like how the things are working, right? So in my case, I made a 4-bit sign calculator from hardware schematic on Xilinx ISE, and I implemented it on FPGA. So like implementation is also very important. Okay, uh, when I like designed the 4-bit sign calculator, it took me about 15 days. Okay, and I learned to implement it on FPGA, and by doing this implementation, like I got to learn many things like how FPGA works, what is the FPGA actually, right? And the third and the most important thing is self motivation. Okay, like I have already mentioned, like there will be no one to guide you. Okay, and this results in a lack of motivation, right? Like you will feel demotivated at times, so you have to be self motivated, and you have to believe in yourself, like, right? uh, like I am on the right path, and I will land up somewhere good, okay, if I do all the things right. So apart from those tips, like there's a small message that I want to convey to all my juniors and VLSI aspirants out there. So like it's your hard work and knowledge only that will land you somewhere good, right? Like no one can help you out in this. You are the one who will be working on the things, on the skills that are required to achieve the desired result. Okay, your hard work is the only thing that will work wonders for you, as you don't have a fancy name on your college degree, right? You are not from an IIT or an IT, right? So you have to like excel in those skills, and you have to hard work. You can't uh, you can't afford to be casual, right? You have to work hard throughout your B.tech, and that's how you will definitely be at a be at some good company, leading a team of people, right? Designing some processors or something, right? So that's all I have to say. Just build those skills and hard work. That's all, and you will be in some very good place after your B.tech. You can see yourself on LinkedIn, right? Like um, every day, like companies post hiring, and they are not limited to IIT and NIT graduates anymore, right? Like Cadence offers about 15 LPA to B.tech freshers. So you can try your luck, and you have to hard work. That's it. That's all.